Hello. Hey, hello. Hey. How are you? You good? Fantasticzne. Fantasticzne. So my name is Jon Chase, and I talk about science with people and try to share science with as many people as possible. And today I'm going to do some raps for you guys. Now, these raps are all about science, so just sit back, enjoy, have a little dance if you want, but just have fun. So this first rap is about something, about how science helps us to look at the universe and the world and ourselves in a better view. Does that say a better view in Polish? There we go. I hope it works. Google Translate. Yeah. Okay. The universe is the oldest thing that we know. It started in a huge expansion many years ago. The heat was so intense that mostly photons would just show. But everything was cooling as the space began to grow. Eventually, the particles cooled into atoms of hydrogen and helium that's bursting at random. Some of them gathered under gravity's attraction, becoming the stars of the galaxy's mansion. The number of inhabitants, numbers in the billions. Each star size, mass and temperature's different. Our star has a family we call a solar system, with planets and the moons and even rings going around them. The bigger outer planets are all mostly made of gas. There's asteroids, comets and giant clouds of dust. The rocky planet Mars gets its colour from rust, and it's half the size of Earth without the liquid on its crust. We left Earth's cradle, landed on the moon, put satellites in orbit of other worlds too, looking through the lenses to get a better view of the things that are distant or really minute. There's nanotechnology, robots en route, and silicon chips helping us to compute as the world spins round and round and round through the days. The future is all up to you. Life and the universe, everything in cycles, days into seasons, years into lifetimes. Birth is the start point, death is at the end line, but everything decays as we move forward in time. Earth is a system that's always in motion, mixing up the elements and causing commotion. Volcanic lava flows caress the oceans, coastlines shaped by the force of erosion. The Earth's environment is perfect for life, containing all the elements we need to survive. Life thrives through the oceans, soars through the skies, whilst land-loving animals avoid eagle eyes. Many life forms disappeared through mass extinctions, caused by an ice age or comet's collision. But for all of the survivors who are still in existence, their genes are a record of them traveling the distance. We left Earth's cradle, landed on the moon, put satellites in orbit of other worlds too, looking through the lenses to get a better view of the things that are distant or really minute. There's nanotechnology, robots en route, and silicon chips helping us to compute as the world spins round and round and round through the days. The future is all up to you. The cleverest life form on Earth's humankind. Plot the rising population on a graph, see it climb? Our towns are illuminated, so are the skies. The familiar nights are brightened by the amber lights. Petroleum extracted by the work of nodding donkeys. We should make use of more renewable energy. Electricity is vital to modern society, sent along the pylons and stored up in batteries. In the laboratories where science is embedded, many different particles are scattered and deflected. Using MRI scans, your brain is detected. With a broken bone, an X-ray is recommended. We know that bacteria is the way we get infected, and how our inner bodies are so wonderfully connected. The bones and the muscle and the skin that surrounds it has given us the form that we all walk around in. To leave Earth's cradle, landing on the moon, putting satellites in orbit of other worlds too, looking through the lenses to get a better view of the things that are distant or really minute. There's nanotechnology, robots en route, and silicon chips helping us to compute as the world spins round and round and round through the days. The future is all up to you. Thank you. Woo. Can we, oh, we've just got to push a button. Oh, in the back? Oh, we're back. Good, good, good. Okay. So that was a rap about how we can get a better view. And what do you think this rap's about? How did you know? Oh, yeah, that's right. In English, we call this precipitation. Why does it rain? Why does it snow? Why do we sometimes have hailstones? I don't know the words for those in Polish, sorry. But this rap is all about that. It's about why it rains and what we call the water cycle. And then it's about why sometimes it snows. So this is precipitation. Now, if you want, take some notes. You can use this at school.
Today this road through Keswick was passable. It's now anything but. And all day we have this torrential rain and very heavy winds battering this part of northern England. Prediction is for more to come.
Precipitation. Water falls out of the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations? Precipitation. Water falls out of the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations? 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water, just in case you didn't notice. Without it, all life on Earth would be hopeless. It travels in a cycle, and most of you know this. When a sunbeam streams in, bringing energy, some of the water evaporates readily, steadily, heading to a place that is heavenly. You're telling me that the sky's the limit? Well, it better be. The water is vapor, that's in a gas phase. The same amount of water, but in a bigger space. That's one of the effects when the temperature's raised. The less dense is raised to the top, the more dense is at the base. As the vapors get higher, the temperature falls in a region of the atmosphere where the clouds form, and the particles of water start to gather like a swarm, till they get so big that we can see them take form. That's condensation, from a vapor to liquid. Heavy droplets from a cloud get evicted. Many have prayed, suffering drought afflicted, but no more rain, wondering where it drifted. Clouds bring moisture from evaporation, then it condenses into precipitation. It drops in the highlands, the valleys, all regions. Then rivers transmit, the water flows back to oceans. Precipitation. Water falls out the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations? Precipitation. Water falls out the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations? The science of the weather, man, is meteorological. Studying the atmosphere, they understand the rainfall. So water condenses into drops around particles, forming clouds that are flat and others more vertical. There's many types, but remember one. It's cumulonimbus, the ones where the waters come. These types of clouds are responsible for thunderstorms, so when the clouds freezing, it drops sleet or hailstones. Hello?
Hi Jay, I heard weather warning,
Okay.
but why is it the snow and not the rain that is falling?
That's a good question, Joe. Thank you for calling. Actually, I found the answer just the other morning. So here is a story of a cloud on a cold day. Welcome to the wonderful world of the snowflake. If you have an interest, do it for your own sake. While I explain, please feel free to note take. While it rained like a liquid was caught up, snowflakes form from ice crystals of water. Depending on temperature and levels of moisture, some are like needles, but stars are more popular. Dropping the symmetry of a six-sided prism. Watch snowflakes assemble each a little bit differently. They turn water vapor into a solid consistency, and that forms the snowflakes falling from above me. Precipitation. Water falls out the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations? Precipitation. Water falls out the skies, rain, sleet, hail or snow. But who knows why? The rules apply. The clouds fly in certain formations. What determines the types falling over nations?
Hello there, a spell of severe, disruptive and potentially treacherous weather.
So there you had it. Opad atmospheric sheet.
Our warning of this, it's rare though that they put out
Was
a
my
warning of extreme
pronunciation
weather,
good?
but that is what we have currently
Oh,
in force
okay.
this evening, overnight.
So that was precipitation, or that words up there. Thank you. Okay, so in this science rap short concert that I'm giving to you, it does not stop there. Now, I want to know, are you guys still with me? No, I don't think you're really with me. Are you with me? Absolutely. Right. So we are going to do another rap. Now, for this one, I need your help. Now, let's see who's the loudest. These guys, I want to hear you say, yeah! Do you think they're the loudest? You guys, like, let's see if you can beat that. Can I hear you say, yeah? Yeah! Oh, you got a lot to live up to. So, I'm going to do a rap. I'm going to ask you what you know about STEM, mathematics, and I want you guys to shout out science. I want you guys to shout out engineering. And then I want everyone to go, technology! you think you can do that? Okay, let's do it. It's a test. What do you know about STEM? Mathematics and? Cool. Okay, you were all right. I'll give you 2 out of 10. Let's see if you can get it in this rap. This rap is about science, technology, engineering, and maths. In the UK, we call it STEM, STEM. I don't know what the initials would be here. I haven't actually checked it, so that's my fault. But this rap is all about what jobs you can do if you study STEM.
So guys, what would you like to be when you grow up? Yes, Zubair, what would you like to be?
I think I like to be a doctor, miss.
Oh, a doctor. You need a lot of patience to be a doctor.
And you, Lucia?
Miss, I think I want to be a politician.
Politician, very good. Okay.
Me, I want to be a number-loving scientist. Better recognized.
Don't forget your lines. Science, engineering, technology. When I was younger, I wanted to be a fireman. But now I'm older, I don't know where that fire went. Then I thought I could talk for the government, carry out my work for society's benefit. Now that I'm not a kid, my choice is important. A real opportunity to broaden my options. What could I be if I want to make a difference? Maybe an engineer, how about science? Well, I did it for my GCSEs. It never seemed to be something I'd achieve easily, but time and the effort can boost the abilities. I guess it depends on how much that it means to me. I'm pleased to see these new medications. I would have been a doctor if I only had the patience to build observations and make explanations and estimations based on known information. So, what you know about STEM? Mathematics and... If you take a look back through history... Wait. Well, that was all right. You get maybe 3 out of 10 this time. So we're going to go back again in a minute. I want to hear you guys do better and you even louder than everyone even better. Okay, you ready? Okay, rewind, please. They make observations and build explanations and estimations based on known information. So what you know about STEM, mathematics and... If you take a look back through history, science and maths are some to some histories. What you know about STEM, mathematics and... Laying foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings. There's SCT, don't forget mathematics, putting numbers on the world, helping us to understand it. That's 1 + 1 to sum the basics of counting. Multiplication, division and subtracting. Maths is like a weapon that can help us understand how to spend our money better or measure a plot of land. They profited the taxman who kept it close at hand, while astronomers made calendars that gave us yearly plans. Maths is a study that can help us to relate different quantities, structures, spaces and change, measuring and calculating motions and shapes to reveal the hidden patterns that the universe makes. Whether studying the shapes of Pythagoras' theorem or developing the decimals as powers of 10 wasn't there in the beginning, but we'll stick it on the end. With the maths, now the SCT is called STEM. What you know about STEM? Mathematics and... If you take a look back through history, science and maths are sworn to solve mysteries. What you know about STEM? Mathematics and... Laying foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings. So look around for a slice of the sciences. See them everywhere, there's a world of appliances. New devices and enticing images. Healthcare, pharmacies and all types of physicists. Making gadgets and telecommunication. With new ways to copy and store information. Exploring the universe to learn how it functions. Physics of the particles, the matters in motion. Even the notion of realistic graphics requires that we have an understanding of the physics. Then a bit of chemistry is just as fantastic. The CDs and consoles are molded from plastics. Many roles make the most of a chemist. Just check your deodorant or any cosmetics. Complicated chemicals and stuff they invented has given us materials we never have respected. So what you know about STEM, mathematics and... If you take a look back through history, science and maths was formed to solve mysteries. What you know about STEM, mathematics and... Laying foundations on a firm grounding and find new ways to adapt the surroundings. Thank you. And a big round of applause for you guys. You were absolutely awesome on that one. So I've got one rap left. The very last one. Oh, that was good. Let me try that again. The very last one. Yeah, there we go. So this last one is about engineers. I've got a question for you. What do you think the world would be like if we had no engineers? Bye. Bye. What do you think? Ta-da! What do you think? What would it be like if we had no engineers? Good, bad? Who thinks good? You think bad? Okay, I share the same view. You know what? I asked that question once at an event. There was a little kid. And I asked, what would it be like if I had engineers? You know what the kid said? It'd be pretty good. I went, what? They said, look, engineers build stuff like cars, and they create pollution. The buildings, pollution. The planes, pollution. I was like, oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, engineers, we've ruined the world. But then I said, where would you be without your television? They went, well, I'd use my laptop. Because you wouldn't have a laptop. I'd use my phone. You wouldn't have a phone. Well, I'd just go on the internet somewhere else. You wouldn't have the internet. You wouldn't have mobile phones, internet. Even your books wouldn't be the same. All you would have is a feather with a bit of ink, and you'd be writing underneath a candle for light. They went, oh yeah, it'd be pretty rubbish, wouldn't it? Well, that's the thing. What would it be like if we didn't have engineers? This rap is going to hopefully tell you that. This is about all the wonderful jobs and things you can do if you study science, technology, engineering, and maths. You could be one of these. Oh yeah, Ingenieuri. Ingenieria. Yeah, kind of. Let's go. Go back to when civilization started. Most of the world had yet to be charted. I bet you're glad that the wheel was invented. Parts of the earliest in engineering. Add pivots and gears and levers and the ancient weaponry built by Archimedes. The military has changed through centuries, giving engineers a major role in the armies. Technology provides an advantage, so a lot of the time new discoveries are guarded. But as the world started sharing knowledge with each other, the Industrial Revolution came from steam power. Electricity took away some limitations as the world became smaller from new communications. Now cooperation is the best way forward. With the work of engineers, the future's all good. Imagine if we didn't have engineers. If one day we woke up and they'd all disappeared, what then? Well, our troubles would multiply. The modern world would be struggling to survive. No vehicles, no roads, heating or lights, no computer systems or internet sites. Oh no, you'd be using a pen to write, with a book reading under the candlelight. Engineers have made transportation through networks, vehicles and mass automation. From the streets to the railway stations, the depths of the sea and even the space station. Everything man-made starts in the mind, but research and development can take a bit of time. So engineers are needed who can do good designs and help bring new ideas to the production lines. Engineers learn how to see things differently, because solving a problem is a daily activity. Applying innovation through creativity to improve and maintain our public facilities. High visibility, jackets and hard hats. And engineering works on the roads and the train tracks. It's easy to think they always work with their hands, but a lot of engineers are busy using their minds. Imagine if we didn't have engineers. If one day we woke up and they'd all disappeared, what then? Well, our troubles would multiply. The modern world would be struggling to survive. No vehicles, no roads, heating or lights, no computer systems or internet sites. Oh no, you'd be using a pen to write, with a book reading under the candlelight. The ability to design can go pretty far. It's the reason that humanity can reach for the stars. Putting satellites in space and sending robots to Mars. You can get a job at NASA if you're up for the task. Engineers improve lives the whole world over by providing new sources of energy and water. We also know inventions can make them famous, like the clockwork radio by Trevor Bayliss. These days it's amazing to recognize all the many ways engineers are identified. Some are specified as being specialized, but overall it's the role we must emphasize. It's an enterprise where people persevere to produce new technologies by using their flair. So you're looking for a challenge or an exciting career? Consider becoming one of tomorrow's engineers. Imagine if we didn't have engineers. If one day we woke up and they'd all disappeared, what then? Well, our troubles would multiply. The modern world would be struggling to survive. No vehicles, no roads, heating or lights, no computer systems or internet sites. Oh no, you'd be using a pen to write, with a book reading under the candlelight. Thank you, I've been Jon Chase. You guys have been absolutely amazing. So please consider studying STEM at school, college, university, and build things to change the world for all of us, for all of humans all over the world. So thank you again. Enjoy the rest of the festival. Take care.